Are you ready for your short, full body flow? All you need is yourself and a mat, and we're going to start standing. So I want you to have your feet just about shoulder distance apart for me, and let's turn those toes out a little bit. We're going to come into a dynamic articulation. We come down for 2, and we reach the arms up to the sky, bringing the chest up, and again coming down and reaching up. Now guys, there's really no right or wrong way of doing this. If you feel like you're a little bit out of count, that's fine. Just making sure that those knees don't cave in at all for me. Good, we have 3 more for me. A nice little bit of a back extension as well. 2 more. And last one for me. Good, straighten the back up. Bring our hands onto our hips or really wherever makes sense for you. Widen those feet slightly. We're going to inhale as we squat down and exhale as we pick up that pelvic floor as we come up. So we're going to inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Think about inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Again, we have 4. Good. And 3. Making sure our knees are tracking our toes. 2 more. And last one, we're going to stay down. We're going to do small little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Come back halfway down again and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, we're coming up, and 3rd time's a charm. Come on down, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Go ahead, walk our feet, heel-toe them, so they're just underneath of our hips. We're going to bring our chin into our chest, our belly button into our spine as we roll down. And then we're going to roll back up, building that spine up and rolling the shoulders back up at the top. Again, chin into the chest, belly button into the spine, rolling down. We can bend those knees a little bit if it feels a little bit strong in those hamstrings. Rolling the shoulders back up at the top. Last one, chin into the chest, belly button into the spine, rolling down. And coming all the way up as we roll our shoulders up. Now this time, we're going to walk ourselves into that 4-point kneeling position. Chin comes into the chest, belly button comes into the spine. We walk out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hover those knees down to the floor. We're about 1 inch off the floor. We go ahead, we send ourselves right back to that downward dog position. Bum is coming to the wall behind you, trying to drive those heels down. Then go ahead, bending the knees and hover in that position again, about 1 inch off the ground. Neck is in line with our spine. Again, pushing ourselves back into that downward dog and bending the knees, hovering. So can we look to either the end of our mat or between our hands? Last one, back to that downward dog and hover. We stay in this hover position for 10, 9, 8, strong arms, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring the knees down. Perfect. Come on up to a tall kneeling position. Reach our arms just in front of our shoulders. Make sure our knees are underneath of our hips. We focus on that one spot just ahead of us that's not moving. Moving as one. We hinge back on an inhale and exhale as we come back forward. Again, inhale to hinge back. Nice and straight from our bum to our head. And 3 more. We can feel those quads are protesting already. And 2. Good. Inhale on the way back. Last one. And exhale as we come forward. Now, let's do that one more time. Let's bring our arms just in front of our hips and start pumping from those shoulders. So we're breathing the whole time, guys. We're inhaling for 5 and we're exhaling for 5. Our fingertips are long. We're pumping just from our shoulders. Good. We're only going to do another 30 here because I know this burns our thighs. And last 20. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last 10. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pause. Lift the arms up. Come all the way up. Ooh, and give your quad some love. As we're kneeling, we're going to bring our right leg out to the side. Now, guys, if you need to fold your mat over again to put a bit extra cushioning, or bring a cushion under your knees, please feel free to. We're going to bring our hands onto our hips forming, and from here, imagine your little teapot. Inhale as we hinge over, trying to get straight from our head to our toe, and exhale as we come back up. We go ahead. We inhale as we come over, and we exhale as we come up. Let's do 3 more, and exhale, bringing it up, and 2 more. Yes, really feeling those obliques. And 1 more, come all the way up. Let's bring that knee into underneath our hip and extend our left leg out to the side. Now, from here, straighten our hips and our shoulders up to the front. We're going to inhale as we hinge, again, trying to get diagonal, and exhale as we come up. Again, we inhale as we hinge, and exhale as we come up. We have 3. Good. Maybe one side feels a little stronger than the other. And 2 more, trying to get straight from our head to our heel. And last one for me. And come all the way up. Bring that knee on down for me. We're going to come onto all fours. And we're just going to do that angry cat. So take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, tuck our tailbone, lower back, mid back, upper back, chin, look towards that navel. Really scoop that belly button and untucking from our tailbone all the way to the crown of our head, looking to the wall ahead. Push the shoulders from our ears. Just 1 more. Tucking our tail, rounding and scooping for me. And untucking from our tail all the way to the crown of our head, looking forward. And then go ahead, come onto that 4-point kneeling position. Nice straight back for me, sticking that bum to the wall behind you. We're going to extend our right leg nice and long, and we're going to flex that foot. Let's lift the leg up to about hip height and lower it back down. As we lift and we lower. Now, can we make sure that we're not dumping into that supporting leg? So we're not kind of just coming off to the side like so. We still want to keep that knee underneath of that hip, and you can really feel that small change really recruits that abdomen a little bit more. We have 1 more. We're going to stay lifted and pulse that heel to the sky. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here without moving anything else in the body. That right leg comes out a couple of inches to the right and moves back in again. Out a couple of inches to the right and back through center. Just 2 more. Can our hips and our core and our upper body stay completely still? And last one, come all the way in, lower that leg down. From here, reorganize that body, extend our left leg nice and long. Flex that left foot, lifting the heel to the ceiling and tap back down to the floor. Again, as we're doing this, making sure that we're not leaning over to our right side to compensate. Good. Again, check in. What is our neck doing? Is it dangling down or looking up to the wall ahead? I want that head on straight over that body, like it's a little lamp, a little light bulb just over the lampshade. Couldn't think of the word then, guys. Okay, last one. Let's go ahead and keep our leg lifted. Foot is still flexed. We pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our leg comes a couple of inches towards the left and back through center again. Nothing else moves in that body. Good. We have 3. Trying to keep our leg parallel, which means our knee and our toes are down towards the floor. Good. And 2 more. And back in. Screw those arms in. 1 more. And back in and lower that leg down. Let's go ahead and come onto your tummy for me. With this, I want you to go ahead and just hover your hands just underneath of your shoulders for me. So, nice long neck for me. Neck is an extension of your spine. Legs are also nice and long and they're parallel, which means that our knee cap and our front of our foot is just lying onto that mat and our legs are about hip distance apart. We go ahead with a nice long neck. We inhale as we swan that chest up. Pause here, hover the hands up, and then exhale, lower everything down together. Again, we inhale as we extend, hover the hands, and lower back down. And 3 more as we swan up, thinking about back, not neck, doing the work. And lower back down. And 2 more, hover, and lower everything. And last one, hover, lower everything. Lower our hands to the floor, our forearms to the floor. From here, our neck is neutral, and we lift just our legs up and lower them both down. So, don't worry about how high we can get them. Think about how long we can get those legs. Can we try and reach the wall behind us? Good. We have 1 more and we're going to stay lifted. Now, I want you to flutter your legs up and down. Good, you got that reciprocal movement. Just swimming with just that lower body, keeping everything else in that body still. The pubic bone is pressed down into the mat and belly button is lifted off, and that really helps stabilize you. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Now, let's go ahead and combination that. We're going to swan up, hover the hands, lift our legs, and keeping everything else still, go ahead and come back to that same reciprocal up and down little swimming just with our legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower everything down. We're almost there, guys. We're going to go ahead and bring our elbows underneath of our shoulders. Again, think about bringing those shoulders away from our ears. We're going to come into that plank, either a half plank from our knees or from our toes. Come into whichever variation is for you. Either way, we're straight from our heel to our head. Our shoulder blades are plugged in. We're going to soar forwards and back, and forwards and back. And we have another 6. Good. And 5. Just working through that ankle joint, putting the high heels on, dropping the heels to the wall behind us. And 3 more. Belly button to the spine. 2 more. And last one, stay here, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down to our knees, come back to that little stretch in that child's pose. Press the arms down and then go ahead, come back into that 4-point kneeling position. Hands are underneath of our shoulders for me, tuck the toes, send ourselves back to that downward dog, and we're going to bend our left knee as we drop our right heel into the floor and just pedal back and forth. So we're really trying to pull our head through our arms so our biceps are in line with our ears, trying to send that bum back to the wall behind us, and come to a still. Walk to those hands for me, nice and slowly. And then go ahead and let's interlace our hands just behind the small of our back. Now maybe we interlace them, maybe we grab hold of a finger, whatever works best for you. Either way, can we think about relaxing our neck and shoulders? We exhale as we lift the hands up off that back. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe it's a lot. And we lower them back down. And again, we lift up for me. And lower down. And like I said, 3rd time's a charm. Lifting up for me. Lower down. Let our fingertips come down to the floor. And we roll up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's go ahead and shrug our shoulders to our ears and send them back down. Shrug to the ears, squeeze back, slide down, and one more. Shoulders to our ears, squeeze back, slide down, and those words you've been waiting for. You, my darlings, are all done. You did a fabulous job, and I will see you next time.